November 9er, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, N9YHF. The name here is Al, Alpha Lima, and I'm located in Raleigh, North Carolina. Over.
Roger, roger, Al. And what radio are you running today, sir?
It seems like a trend, running the ICOM 7300 to an Ameritron 811H amplifier. Just got it last week, my first amplifier.
Running about 500 watts to a delta loop antenna in the backyard, strung up. The apex is about 60 feet. So I'm glad it's making it up your way. Over.
Roger, Al. Well, I just managed to get over to my local antenna. Sometimes, I get on one of those SDRs and it's copying everybody real well, and I just stay on that SDR rather than change. But I decided to go over to my local antenna. And I have three local antennas. One is my normal dipole that I use to transmit on, and then I have two 10-foot magnetic loop antennas, one aimed north and south, the other east and west, and I have a co-phase option that I can put them two together, and you sometimes come up with 3 to 4 dB more gain. So I'm on the north-south magnetic loop right at the moment. So come back and tell me about your antenna system.
Oh, very good. Yeah, it's always good to have options, right, for listening. Yeah, the antenna here, like I said, is a delta loop. I'm feeding it with a 50 ohm coax, going up to a 4-to-1 current balun that I've strung up in. I have a set of approximately 3 trees that are holding it up. The main trees in the center is holding up at the apex, about 60 feet, and then the balun's being held up by the second tree, being held up about the 2/3 mark. So the one side of the delta loop is technically a quarter wave vertical, so it's a quote vertically polarized delta loop, but doesn't really matter. All that matters is how the signal is received by the other, to be horizontal or vertical after it gets to somebody, but seems to do the job. I've been liking it so far. I did feed it with open ladder line before, but I was getting a lot of RF in the shaft, so I switched to 50 ohm and the 4-to-1, and that worked the best. So, how's the audio coming to you? Over.
Well, Al, I'll tell you something, buddy. You have a great sounding station. You have a nice bottom end. I mean, you're down to, you're headed towards 100 cycles on the bottom end. What mic are you using, sir?
It's a cheap microphone I got off of Amazon, a Tonar. It was like $30 to $35. Came with the boom set and the all the different plugs, the XLR plugs and basic jacks. So just got a converter to the ICOM and plugged it in, and it works. I think it's a condenser mic. I'm not very up to speed on microphones, but I think it's a condenser mic. So yeah, so I'm glad it's got is the low to high range all right? Over.
Well, I was going to suggest, if you're familiar, you're running the 7300, Roger?
That is correct. Okay,
do you know your way to EQ?
Menu settings and then the TX. Is it and I know is it in where the treble and the bass settings are? Over.
That's exactly it. That is your tone control. And if you know how to get there, I would suggest, since you have such a nice bottom end, I would suggest a little bit more on the top end to keep it balanced, Roger.
Roger that. Yeah. Right now, I have the bass is set at 0, so it's the mid section, and then treble I actually have +3. So I'm going to try changing it here. So right now I have a +3, +3. +4. I have the microphone at +4 right now. This is +5, going back down to +4, and then going back down to +3. This is +3. Over.
Roger, I would leave it up at +5 because you have such a heavy bottom end that upper articulation I think is necessary for balance. Roger.
Yeah, roger that. I appreciate you taking the time to do this with me. I'm currently at 0 bass and +5 treble, so My meters are good. Just checking my ALC is right on spot, so it's good. So, well, I know there's a bunch of other stations I want to talk to you, so I won't keep you. I appreciate your time and going through all the settings there. Yeah, your audio is beautiful, so it's a pleasure to get the compliments from you. So, Jim will say 73s, and I'm going to start listening. This is my first time ever checking in to this, so I won't be a stranger. Take care, enjoy your weekend, and thanks for all the great work you're doing here. Back over to you.
Roger, Al. And like I told Dave just a little while ago, if you really want to get an early Christmas present, get yourself, go down to your Wally World and get yourself a LabTech 2.1 monitor system. It's like $35, unheard of value there, and bring it home and run some nice FM music through it, and then it has a control to set your subwoofer gain, and so you run some nice music through it and bring that subwoofer volume up to where the bass line is perspective with the rest of the music, and then you have calibrated that system and just plug it into the output of that 7300. Make sure the 7300 is running in the filter 1 position. That will give you everything that radio's got, and if somebody's transmitting down into that 100 cycle bottom end, you would just be amazed, Roger.
No, I appreciate. What was the? Well, can you say it again? You say LabTech 2.0 over?
Yeah, LabTech 2.0, Logitech, I'm sorry, Logitech 2.1, and that means that it has two speakers left and right, and then it has the subwoofer, and the subwoofer lets you go down to like 50 cycles, Roger.
Oh, very good. Okay, now I see it. No, I appreciate the tip. I'll definitely look into that. It's a good value for to have a nice ham shack audio, so. Well, 73s, my man. Have a nice drink tonight on me, and we'll say cheers. November 9, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot.
Roger, Al, 3's that way. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, it'll take us a couple of days to get this posted up, but if you go to YouTube within the next 48 hours and look for KC9VKV, my call sign, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and on that page you'll be looking for an entity called My Group Aircheck 5820. Today's date, My Group Aircheck 5820. Roger?
Roger that. I will definitely be looking for that. I'll be refreshing. So, 73.
Roger, Al, 3's that way, sir. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.